set on up. Do note as well as I got very little sleep last night, so I'm not sure how long today will go. I woke up at 2, and now it's 14 hours later, 4 hours of sleep. So I'm definitely not 100% today. Far from it. Looks like everything is coming online. Give me a moment to turn on the live chat windows. And that all appears to be good to go as well. So let's go and get started. Open up an energy drink. Help me out. Greetings everyone, Android here with another Age of Empires 4 replay. Spawn on the south side as yellow English, we got core with a capital R. Spawn on top right side as a blue Holy Roman Empire. We have Riven, who also has a capital R in his name. When it comes to map generation, I do see two gold deposits pretty close by each other with Pumbaa here as well. This may be a good expansion location. I think it tells me maybe it'll perfectly sit right there. Maybe, maybe not. It is English, so they tend to turtle quite a bit, but they can always need to expand to gold. Other small gold deposit over here with some delicious venison here, as well as nice and safe behind here. When it comes to blue side of the map, I see both gold deposits, the small and large gold deposits spawn on this side, with a deer deposit behind. The two stone deposits spawned in front of it as well, while over on the other side, just a small gold and stone deposit up here, with Pumbaa way up here as well. I should maximize the mini-map when doing that. And we do have the Akin Chapel now being pulled in the field versus the Abbey of Kings. No, it's actually been a while since I've done a standard English versus Holy Roman Empire. Haven't really cast many of these since the big, what's called, big balance changes, the new season. Both sides, of course, has these number of sheep following them to glory, and looks like yellow's going for some early farms. The English farms, of course, do cost quite a bit less, only 37 wood, maybe 37.5 wood. And we do have some farms being established here as well, so both sides doing a bit of eco play. Plus, 40% gathering rate is going to be very good, or 35% I should say. Everyone's originally 40%, which was quite significant to say the least. And using the extra wood collection rate to get out some early farms for the sheeple as well. We do have the free king now deployed on the field. Scout, push way forward. The future queen to the king. You now have the outpost now that being established here. Help protect himself. We'll get some basic raiding done. He doesn't offer great bonus damage here, and needs to pop out one of the villagers. Scout goes down. Those are the villager there. If it was quick enough on the draw, he could have hit the return to work, get the wounded villager inside of the outpost, and then escape on out of there, but did not. Do now the arrow slip being upgraded there. The king does have decent health regen. Not great armor though, so even the basic arrow slit will do some decent damage to him. We've got a single longbowman up floor in the field. I'm not sure what the longbowman's supposed to do. The arrow slit does increase the range of the outpost to 7, matching the range of the longbowman. The king is now charging his way backwards. More villagers on this gold deposit, so it looks like we got a fast castle for the Holy Roman Empire. Doing very heavy in the village collection there. King does take a bit of being there. Scout won't do much in this situation. Or starts harassing the scout himself. And yellow is claiming some venison there. Might as well. He has the field advantage of the map, the aggression, keeping his opponent crowd at home. Allows him to safely grab resources on the map. Longbowman does get picked off there. Enough gold there for the Holy Roman Empire player. He has some sheeple there to clean on up. He could go for wheelbarrow in the interim. He has plenty of gold for the age up, so wheelbarrow could be researched or something entirely. King charges way forward into a bunch of arrows once again. We got 200 destroy value. I know he's killed off a scout. I'm not sure what else got destroyed there. Something doesn't seem right there. 200 destroy value? What got the destroyed of yellows? Scout stabbing that longbowman. The Regnese Cathedral not being researched. The English player's going for some basic upgrades. And with this, blue could I have to collect some relics. Be a good idea. King's Palace not being established, which is a second town center, effectively for free. Now, it's been a while since I've seen King's Palace as well. It's usually just White Tower. But the King's Palace, of course, does give you a second town center, which is always very nice to have. And there's Regnese Cathedral, going for some more prelates. Just collecting some gold. We definitely need some escorts for these prelates. Knights will work just fine. He has one on the build queue. Horsemen will be adequate as well. Newspaper's going for a horseman. It looks like he did lose one of his longbowmen somewhere. King does take a bit of damage there. There's a sheepfold that can still be claimed. Of course, yellow's lost his scout, so is blue. Prelate going for the relic. May want to make sure he does not step on the sticker set to keep concealment. Knight has slain the longbowman. Now the English player is going for his own knight. The knights will say good night. I do not think the conversion ritual can affect the king. I'm really hoping it doesn't, because it would be stupid if it could convert a hero. King does impale the king. Or the knight does impale the king and vice versa. The king, of course, is inferior to the knight. Right now offering 20 damage as opposed to 24. Has one less armor, though it does have more health to work with. The attack speed is still abysmal. 2.38 as opposed to 1.5. Another round of knights being poured out by blue. Yellow's going for some knights as well. Blue has claimed 2 relics at the moment, does throw one into the outpost, providing some damage and health and resistances and all that sort. Not health, armor, it increases. We got 3 knights by the Holy Roman Empire, makes that a 4th one. Got 3 knights and a horseman, plus the king for yellow. I think blue maybe will win this fight. king plus horsemen will make it look and go either way. The prelate could try charging forward to grab the relic and go for the virgin ritual. Pulls back the wrong knight there, very wrong, and got another spam bot for kick. Just gotta get rid of that. Yellow goes for his conversion ritual. He does pull back in time. Sorry, I just had to get rid of that. Oops. Huh. Inserts the team colors button. Sorry, I did not realize insert was a hotkey for that. I actually hit that because I was trying to hit the delete button twice without looking down. And there's a bit of a wind cover around my microphone that obscured my vision, so it was partially a guess. I have a little bit of wind cover going on my microphone because I tend to put a lot of air in my words, and this just helps prevent from air to dead air getting to my microphone. Up north, we do have the prelate, who does go by his sheeple. So this prelate's definitely not a shepherd to guide his flock to, was it the glory of God? Is that what it's called? Another exotic doggo getting some bites on the monk. He wants the stick that the monk is carrying. Just throw the doggy a stick. Yellow has claimed 2 relics. Yellow has picked up 2 relics, and while blue has picked up 1. Looks like blue will have 3 relics. And yellow will manage to claim 2 for later age up. That's perfectly fine. The age up wasn't too late. Knights falling back away from the knights. They don't want to say good night yet. Dog still demands the head pass. Got a good number of crossbowmen now being pulled up by blue. Both the English and Holy Roman Empire are known for man-at-arms spam. Though in that case, Holy Roman Empire's man-at-arms would generally beat out the English. Though the English does have a better gold income. Then again, the Regnitz Cathedral definitely does change that math quite a bit. Looks like the monk does get mostly healed up from the dog bites. And the Holy Roman Empire can always go for some Black Riders. Crossbowmen engaging the knights. Scout stamps some of these guys. Massive round of knights charging forward by yellow. Does save one of those villagers. The other knights are getting hit pretty hard there. 7 health left on that one, but it's not getting hit. The other one is. So following these guys back to some prelates would be a good idea. Yellow right now has 58 villagers versus 46. Of course, yellow effectively has 4 more relic gold income, which each one provides 80, which is effectively 8 additional villager income, which still means yellow has the advantage. And it does impale the monk. Does have the monk there, but will perhaps lose. Does lose 2. Lose 2 of the knights, or likely lose the 3rd once one of these guys starts going for the charge attack. Oh, and does turn around and does take a hit there. 1 shot away from death. And does sustain and die. Another prelate does go down, as well as a knight.
Get be ready for Hestes. Andente to serve.
Ich führe dich. Ich lebe zu gehorchen. Eine Lust zur Dir.
Looks like these knights do find some of these villagers getting some good damage there. Villager does go down there. Knights rotating around. There's not enough Holy Roman Empire Knights, so the Holy Roman Empire will lose some more villagers there. There's a sheeple there being led to glory as well. Recently recruited. Got some of these wall segments going down, but we do of course have the King's Palace here. She does offer a 10 garrison spots, no defense arrows. And the king gets bolted. Down south got the another yellow knight being finished off there. For now, the English player only has 5 knights, 6 on the way, going for the large number of crossbowmen. Holy Roman Empire player has 12 knights in the field, as well as 28 crossbowmen. Yellow has half the army size as blue at the moment.
Selbstverstand. Lasset uns rieten, Ritter. Building done. In local.
Moves now straight forward. Does get some hits on some of these villagers. Crossbones engaging. Spearman could rotate around and hit these knights. Does take out one of those villagers there. Council is firing away. No setups up there by the crossbowmen. Does get some hits on those crossbowmen. Knights rotating around. Blue's crossbowman generally just need a move forward. Knights getting some good hits there as well. Spearman going down there. What's left of Knights engaging some of the crossbowmen as well. More Blues Knights going down. Both the capital and the King's Palace is of course firing away. The Knights are getting a little bit less, allowing the councilors more capability to fight these crossbowmen. Some more of these villagers on the left flank could go down. Do have some more spearmen being pulled in the field. Yellow right now has an army of 3 units, now 7 units on the field. And now these villagers are being pursued. Got a scout here, a couple sheep to help support and protect these villagers. Just not saying much. Villagers still playing around the Rosie, around the gold deposits. Aggravating Pumbaa won't necessarily help out as well. And good number crossbowmen there. These villagers will likely, or at least the majority of them will go down. Let's assume all of them goes down. 9 villagers, leaving down to 64 versus 48. So yellow still will have a villager advantage. Trying to go with some longbow and help rangers, crossbowmen. Does got all those villagers there. Spearman would still be a good idea versus the Knights, and be okay versus crossbow. Just won't see bonus damage from them. Honestly, it would be a good counter to them. House of Swabia now being deployed in the field, way down here to help collect this gold deposit, giving the Holy Roman Empire a very good landmark to start fabricating some villagers. Blues back on off, number of knights there still. Yellows are very far from aging up. Crossbowmen heading down south. Veteran longbowmen also being researched as well. Maybe the Holy Roman Empire players should eye for some siege engineers. We start putting some battering rams on the front line, though he doesn't have too much wood at the moment. 34 is not exactly a lot of wood. Another lumber camp up here would probably be the next first step. Or at least next step. Regardless how many steps it is. I think the prelates were actually hitting some of those villagers inside the House of Swabia.
Wir stehen unter Feindbeschuss!
Blue's not going for some tied barns. Crossbow instead of stepping away. Very nice. Elite crossbowman, because he has so many crossbow in the field, not necessarily a good unit at this moment in time. But it's something he has existing, so might as well give them a nice little buff. Horsemen deployed in the field. Overall, the Holy Empire player should just probably eye for some man-at-arms. Veteran man-at-arms would be adequate at this moment. Elite man-at-arms wouldn't be half bad, but that'd be a bit expensive. And longbowmen do punch through armor a little bit more nicely than other archers, but still be adequate in that situation.
Hofgard und denket an die Beute.
Die Schüsse haben Funde.
Wir den Feind leer sein. Hofgard und denket an die Beute. Der Befehl ist gegeben.
No, of course, goes on down. Got a decent number of horsemen here. The army size of 54 over 69. Blue has higher quality army at the moment. Crossbowmen now engaging. There are, of course, elite crossbowmen. So they'll hit hard, but they will still have a bit of trouble with the longbowmen, who also hit pretty hard and a little bit faster. Horsemen trying to find their way to the longbowmen, but the spearmen doing a good job intercepting them. Spearmen now are standing fighting. Looks like the king has been killed. The king is dead. Long live the king. Horsemen now managed to break out through. All the spearmen have gone down, allowing the horsemen to rip apart these longbowmen, no problem. And blue will have successful defense here. 2 of the 6 sides have been decaptured. There was a 6-sided victory in his favor. And I got the veteran archer upgrade for the Holy Roman Empire.
Vorwärts! Verstecket euch!
Has decent amount of gold in reserve as well. And there's a castle or keep there by yellow. Outpost does cancel. King is has been redeployed. Long live the king. Won't live for much longer though. Spearmen push way forward to hit these horsemen. Archers trying to hit the crossbowmen. King as well. The king is dead. And of course the king's being redeployed on the field. Long live the king. More horsemen now being brought up this time by the English player. They are in fact veteran horsemen. Blue right now may want to eye for some siege weapons. I mentioned before in siege engineers, as I still believe is a valid idea from the get. Going for biology now. It needs to get out some siege weapons to help deal with these structures. And Blues has all sacred site captured once again.
Ich gehorche eurem Befehl. Ich gehorche eurem Befehl.
Network citadels have now been researched by the English player. He has enough gold age up, just needs a lot more food. Look, the English is pretty well adept at collecting up food. We now have the elite man-arms research. Horseman does manage to squeeze their way through, takes out the one villager that is building the walls, and the horsemen try and pursue some of these villagers. Crossbone being taken out by the horseman.
Ich werde fortreiten.
Elite archers being researched by the Holy Roman Empire.
Wir verlassen die Stelle.
Primarily for the counter spearmen. Instead of going for that, you can always go down for spring golds. He's not going for elite armed tactics, starting to get his elite man arms going. Don't think we've seen any of the tuning weapons with blunt weapons research. But maybe very well not upgraded. Yep, looks like they still have just sword and shield. Archers do fall back in time. Archers now engaging the spearmen. And looks like Blue's going to engage into the choke point. That's not super great. Blue's horsemen are being picked apart. So there's a number of yellow spearmen also going down. More reinforcing yellow spearmen push way forward. Archers doing a good job of focusing on Blue's archers as well. It looks like yellow will force back Blue for time drain, but looks like some of his forces getting split apart. The king is long live the king. And there's some wounded units here. You can actually keep around the Abbey to get 6 health regen per second. You can see how quickly this guy actually heals up. Well, he actually does do 6 health per second, a very, very fast rate. There's a bit of a drive-by there, and he's almost already at full health. The king will just have to heal up the rest of these guys. Blue's elite armor tax is almost complete. Horseman being forced on back. Yellow has advanced forward with some horsemen up here, trying to decapture the sacred site, but there's of course a keep there. Help him keep that sacred site. Villager's not getting hit. Over here we do have the spearman pushing forward. Does find a whole bunch of man-at-arms. This guy has over 3,000 gold. Needs a lot more food. And let's see these villagers try and build an outpost here. I think it'd be a good idea just for him to go for Pumbaa to get that food, perhaps for an age up. Almost has an age up already. We'll probably go for the not red palace. The Berkshire Palace or Berkshire Castle to help defend this area. Big round of economic research by yellow. Blue's now push way forward, or should I say economic research by blue. Crossbone's running down there. Spear now engaging the horsemen. Got some men arms here. No tuned weapons. And now the spearman heading forward. Doesn't accept the king. Takes out the king. Spearman getting some good damage here. Spearman there will all go on down. Down south, and more important engagement probably should be focused on. Yellow's reinforces slowly being picked apart. Second side victory available for blue, and yellow does back the game now. This hand grade saying thank you for watching, and on to next replay. Minutes, we could eye for that one. Here we go, 54 minutes, we could do that one. It is from this week. Let's see if there's anything better than that one. 22 seconds, that would be perfect. Greetings everyone, and Great here for another Age of Empires 4 replay. So on bottom right side is the red House of Lancaster, got 101. On top left side is the magenta French, or purple French, we got Louis MT, which I think he changed his clan tag because he used to be el.louismt. Thank you for the YouTube subscription, welcome to the channel. And we do have a Spearman Rush by the House of Lancaster, that's interesting. When it comes to map generation, we do have 2 deer deposits pretty safe for purple, with some good amount of forest up front as well, so it should be pretty secure up this region. 2 gold deposits right next to each other as well. I am curious where these spearmen are going. Looks like the red's already killed off some value, I'm not sure from what though. For red, he does have a deer deposit somewhat safe. Tree deposit behind him, so it can't be used for walls, but at least to be a very safe tree deposit. 2 gold deposits up front with a bit of stone, so maybe some town center could be quite useful here. Maybe Castle Lancaster. We got a large number of spearmen being pulled up the House of Lancaster. The French player, oh, he's going for wheelbarrow, so he's going to have a later gold collection. He must be aware of how his opponent plays and goes for wheelbarrow on age 1, which means he's going to have to fight and collect up this gold. This villager just need to run, has 9 gold in his bag, has wheelbarrow. Doing a good job of pulling back these villagers one at a time. This may be enough gold. It doesn't look like it. Does get some damage to some of these villagers. Does get one of the spearman. He needs a little bit more gold now. Find which the villagers are healthy. And push them forward. This is not a great start for magenta. Oh, please push forward the wounded ones. He does pull back the wounded ones. All he needs is 6 gold, so each villager needs to pick up 2 septums. He does get it, and falls back now. I see some with 3, so looks like he has enough gold. Yep, he has now enough gold. And the House of Lancaster player will have enough resources to age up right now. Castle Lancaster will be deployed in those gold deposits. I always find Lancaster Castle can be a little bit more of a double-edged sword. It does force remainers to be a bit more exposed in the front, even if they are healthier and have a defense area. It can help protect you from raids, but not versus standard armies. In fact, standard armies will love to smash straight into the manors and start destroying them. In this case as well, the manors can also be used to help defend himself to collect both these gold deposits. Very nice. The mining camp will be set ablaze. We're in the next set of torches. Wait. For some reason I thought it took health was lower than needed to torch it. Maybe I'm just going crazy. Didn't get much sleep last night. I'm at 4 hours of sleep, and so I'm not 100% right now. Scout does find a good number of sheeple behind it. School of Cavalry Course is being built. Spearmen are now falling on back. And since back to the eco phase, going to fast forward a little bit. Magenta could use this to get professional scouts. He's lacking gold for anything. Go for a fast horseman. Yeah, he's gonna go for horseman. No, cancel the horseman.
Me plegt.
Going back in the gold as well. If he's going to go for a professional scouts, he would have gotten scouts in the field. So he's definitely going to go for some royal knights. As Lancaster player does have 2 spearmen. Scout versus scout. The magenta archer is going to help him out. And magenta is actually going for professional scouts now. And both his deer deposits are pretty safe, so it should be easy claiming there. Both of Red's deer deposits are spawned behind him, so it could be a bit more dangerous to collect them. This one, whoops. This one, of course, is the far one. Easier for magenta to claim, but still behind him. Scout falling on back. We do have now blacksmith going on up. We have White Tower now being pulled by House of Lancaster, which does also give him a handful of free Earl's Guards. Royal Knight charging his way forward. And here comes the archers and another Royal Knight. No scout here for spotting. White Tower is being deployed next to these gold deposits as well. I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. Excuse me. I'm so stunned, dazed from that sneeze. Three free Earl's Guards. This is going to be quite nice. Earl's Guards, they do cost the same as Man-at-Arms, while also have just straight up being better than Man-at-Arms. And plus, since he has 1 keeping on the field, they also get +1 damage. As well as so the dagger throw ability, which may also improve their gets improved based on the number of keeps you have, but it's a pretty good dagger throw. Royal Knights trying to impale that scout. May spot the professional scouts. One stab there, 24 health, so another stab will take him out. Oh wait, yeah, there's H2 Knights, not H3 Knights, so will not take him out. Get pretty close though. And impalement will. Of course, the scout does have a bit of health for Jen. House of Lancaster is going for more of the Earl's Guard. Scout is down, not big surprise, got impaled by a charge attack. Right now, on the 3 manners are available at the moment. First upgrade is somewhat expensive, especially when the manners themselves are somewhat expensive. It does add up. But they do pay themselves off pretty quickly.
What needeth be undone?
Who's there to serve?
See fate to work.
Nice dagger throw, takes out one of the archers. Of course, the archers doing a good job focusing on some of these units. Charles guards are falling back with knights from the Royal Knights. Up north, you do have the Royal Knight taking out some of the villagers. And Magenta's also trying to claim some of that venison. Very nice. And now Red's going to be cleaning up that other deposit of venison. Over here, do have some Royal Knights engaged by some Knights. Let's get one of the Royal Knights there. Guild Hall around the build queue for the French. Background of palisade walls there. Royal Knights and Archers heading down south. These two Royal Knights will be able to take out this knight no problem. Especially if they get the veteran upgrade, which is on the way. Some impalement there. The knight does still have a bit of health to work with. Scout just idle up there. Reds claim the rest of the venison. Does go for double mill since the deer were pretty spread apart. This first mill was just simply too far away from both of them. Well, the English player did age up first. He's so far claimed 0 relics on the map.
What needeth be undone? Ik heel build it up for thee. Ik heel happy that he building a knob. Waste l'ennemi!
Pumbaa does get aggravated there by Magenta. And now Pumbaa's going to be taking on that villager. Pumbaa quick goes on down there, so Red could pull out mill to start cleaning up that Pumbaa and grind him to a thin red paste. Which is a pretty good perk in Fallout New Vegas. And good eats.
Obeisance is ane athu.
Jury de was volets. Mona way menyabekwe. Mon destrier remagne.
Nice, some nice archers and crossbows hit these other red knights. Right now, Red is army of 45 versus 55, so he's down by 1,000 resources on the field. Scout is down, not big surprise. Up here, do have the knights. They do manage to fall back, but Monk will be quite useful at healing those guys up. Magenta's claimed 1 relic, and that's about it. Magenta's picked up another relic, so has Red now. Nice shot way forward. Does take out the 1 crossbow in there, and does receive some crossbow bolts. Nice trying to torch down this gate. We do have these forces forming on up. 54 versus 68 in army value. Red may also take out some of these villagers here who are picking out some berries. Does impale one of the villagers there, taking them out. Magenta has gone for keep back here, which also gives them the enlistment incentives, or keep influence, reduce the deployment cost of archery and stable units there. Crossbowmen getting taken out there, or arbaletiers I should say. Some knights are getting hit by those throwing daggers. got 3 relics inside this monastery. No monks to nearby for Red to clean them up if he does set them free. Monks healing up some of the rural knights. So it looks like Magenda's taking quite a bit of losses here. So I'm getting some good picks over here. It looks like got some rural knights hitting some of these villagers. And Magenda's army is being quickly cleaned on up. Oh, didn't fire a volley there. Let's look at that one there. Arbiters can activate the passive there to get some passive range benefits, or range armor primarily. More of these villagers going down. We do have a Hobler here. Hoblers are cheaper, weaker horsemen, offering 9 base damage rather than 12. Well, that's in the veteran variant, so it's probably 8 versus 12, or 8 versus 9. I can't remember exactly. But they do also have higher attack speed. And those Hoblers do also cost gold rather than wood as well. The last one just got picked off there. Spearman and Earl's Guard pursuing these units. Goes a dagger against the exotic doggo.
Je suis votre serveuse. Aggressive yourself.
Right now the armor size is now in favor of red.
Narrator done some work.
Trying to break down that wall there. We do have these guys. Cancels the outpost there. Good crossbowman there. Needs a bit more battering rams. Maybe siege engineers would be helpful for red. Down south, got the Royal Knights trying to find another opportunity to engage. Got a couple spring golden places being researched by Magenta. Looks like both of them right here. Magenta does fall back there, taking a bit too much damage. White Tower does offer good garrison space, while the Lancaster Castle does provide 0 garrison space. Red is now straightforward, has some torches here, not too many. Horsemen trying to engage, good counter to the crossbowmen, and reasonable Hoblers. Horsemen getting some good damage there. Royal Knights coming for a very good charge there. Of course, crossbowmen are the counter to the Royal Knights, but they will get some good damage going. And the horsemen engage the crossbowmen as well. Now push way forward, getting some damage on those forces. Hoblers trying to rotate around, get some impalements there onto those Hoblers. Horsemen counterattacking as well, getting some hits in return. Oh, got some passives being put on the field for a bit of a passive buff. Increased range armor and range. Improving their range armor up to 7, causing these crossbowmen only do 5 damage each, which is far, far less. After taking half damage. Oh, got some spearmen here. Arbiters do also, when they have garrisons, actually have decent hack armor as well. but they do not have the moment.
And victory!
In fact, the French has all the blacksmith upgrades. I don't, though, barring siege engineers, of course. And it looks like also missing military academies. We got now the Red Palace established there to help secure that central gold deposit. Red's now breaking on through. Red's going to try to close the game now, so the game may end relatively shortly. Archers and crossbow trying to fall back here. It's got the keep that will fire for some fire support. Red Palace almost complete, which also given 2 arbors replacement for defense as well. Very important. Now, so Kumba's being obtained down south, but this time it's actually Red obtaining Kumba on his opponent's side of the map. Though Red will obtain both Boar. And we've got now these farms now being cleaned on up and torched down. As the longer the game goes on, the more gold that the French player will be obtained from the map. Guildhall may have already withdrawn everything from his bank. It looks like it has, now going for gold. Elite Knights now being researched by the French. More of these villagers may go down, but they're keeping them out there first. One village does go down. As current rate, the French players just may need an eye for more regular archers. None of these farms will be torched on down. Looks like every single farm has been torched. Very nice. Farms in that quantity are not cheap. 75 wood times it by... let's just go and say round up to close to 20 for my offhand math. And 20 times 75 is what, 500? No. 1,500 resources, which is quite expensive. Horsemen now falling back, taking some stabs here, nothing too significant. The Red Palace still providing protection, collects up some of that gold, and now some farms as well. And looks like Magenta has come to outpost here. Red is trying to agree to claim it. The Pumbaa has plenty of food within it.
Bien vous plaise l'achèvement?
Magenta has of course claimed 3 relics, Red has claimed 2. Monastery with all 3 relics may go down here, but Red does not appear to have any forward monks. And some of these Magenta villagers going down to the Spearmans and the Hobblers. Up north, I think just a Zalak Doggo getting some bites. Red's not advancing as well. Got some more forces free forward as well. North Red is pushed way forward once again. Forcing down that wall. We do have Magenta falling back. Need to get those units all the way back here. Got another monster here, but can't be picking up relics this moment. Council, of course, can defend itself. Prelate or Monk does go down there. Good number of villagers here who needs to keep their distance. And it looks like the Red's going to try to torch down monster once again, but there's no relics inside of it. Red's now falling back a little bit there. We do have some forces here, nothing too significant. Let's see, Guild Hall right now has nearly 800 gold within it. The French player has plenty of gold in the bank. Right now it's having trouble with food. It lose a lot of farms throughout the game, that's for sure. Spring gold in place of hitting some of these hobblers. Down south we got the not sure what's engaging down there.
Assez suis fier de mon œuvre.
Warren Guard Palace now being researched by Red. Very nice. I like seeing this landmark over the other, as you get a lot of fun bannered armies. He's also going for, was it the Yeoman Levy or whatever it's called? The Shire Levy. Gives him a bunch of yeomen. He has 9 manners in the field. So he will get 8 plus 9 manor, or yeomen. 17 yeomen, which is quite nice. And the Warren Guard Palace does give access to a lot of bad arms. You got the Warren Guard army just providing effectively 2 spearmen, 2 crossbowmen, and a free trebuchet. It's 400 resources for all this. Each crossbowman costs 120, each spearman costs 80. That's effectively 400, which is the same cost of the Warren Guard army. So 1 free trebuchet, or you pay for the trebuchet and get 2 free spearmen and crossbowmen. He is going for multiple Warren Guard armies right now. Also, oh, there's Shire Levy there. Earl's Retinue gives you a lot of Demi Lancers, which units still don't quite understand how it's supposed to be effective. Not a good idea versus the French, who tend to go heavy in Arbaletiers. Well, there's only 2 on the map at the moment. He's going for Incendiaries now. Then you got Garrus Command for Spearmen and Earl's Guard. Overall, it is a pretty fast, quick summoning army. Not super great, but it is cheap. After all, each Spearman's 80, so... Or 8, and 80 times 8 is 640, plus the Earl's Guard's another 120. So that's 760 if my offhand math is incorrect, for the price of 450. It's pretty good. Spearman not exactly the highest quality thing. Of course, it will be good against all the horsemen and knights, but will be good against the archers. And then you got the gunpowder contingents, which I'm not really a big fan of. I can never really see Vulcans being super great. And Culverins are nice and all, but Culverins I just don't. I think they need a bit of a rework. Spearman charge way forward as well. Does use a precision shot there, get some good damage. Spearman, the Hoblar, especially 4, gets good damage on those archers. Magenta, of course, has the incendiary arrow upgrade, great improving the damage. There's also going for Silk Bow as well. Elite Hoblar is now being finalized now. The Spearmen do not have the Billman upgrade just yet. Royal Knights charging back on in. That's a good damage there. We do have an incomplete outpost here. Archers taking some damage there. Cannon placement now being reached at the House of Lancaster somewhere. Maybe it's on top of the White Castle. It is not. Red's now pushing down south. No shield to get these guys a bit of passive healing. That does go a long way. Of course, got the Red Palace down here as well, which buys influence upgrade. Or influence aura, reduce the cost of these units, give more build space for that capability. Does inside the Red Palace there. The Red Palace definitely will greatly increase the DPS. Each one of those extra bolts do have 1.5 attack speed, the same as Royal Knights, but they do 63 damage rather than what? 29 base damage? 32 at this point. So yeah, definitely better to garrison inside the Red Palace rather than fight on the field. So the villagers going down there. Archers engaging. Phobos only have needs one more level range armor. And you got elite yeoman research now for red, as well as elite armor tactics.
The commander is clear.
The amount of damage they're coming from those archers. Verena Magida has a much higher army value. And we've got more Worm Guard armies helping employed in the field. No, I've been seeing the, oh wait, no, they've been garrison commands this entire time, haven't they? I've been getting these icons mixed up. My apologies. Both are good options. I haven't seen single trip trees. This entire time has been garrison command. I got those two icons mixed up because they look pretty similar at a glance. And plus, I'm half asleep right now due to lack of sleep. Overlord's now engaging these archers there. Spearmen now engaging, closing on in. No elite earls being researched. The first player going for some Revolpin. We got some Royal Revolpin went for not the Red Palace. Biology now being researched by House of Lancaster. Very straightforward, another spear in there. Rolling Oral now being researched, no limits sentence just yet. Villagers trying to get inside the keep there as well as the outpost. So got a lot of defensive plays there. I think Vegeta will be a hold. Knights are pretty durable. More spears being brought in. Yeoman firing away from the background. There's Revolpin as well. Now Vegeta has a slight army destruction value advantage, but nothing too much. Red's not falling back, taking some damage there. Nice, let's get a nice little flank there. Trying to hold the spearman, of course. Good number of knights there. They do need chivalry healed on up, but he still does not have chivalry researched. Archers gain some damage pursuing some of these forces. Holding Oral is almost complete. Royal Cannon now on the field, so it's both, or not Royal Cannon, just a regular cannon. Royal Cannon and Revolpin both on the field. Archers pushing forward, precision shot, does Archers avoid it. Some of the knights do get braced. Archers trying to set a step away, taking some damage there. Chivalry not being researched as well as Spyglass for the French. Nice rotating around with those Hobors, those hold the Spearmen. Revolpin does hit some of these Yeomen. The Revolpin does not have too high range armor, does have 10 melee armor. Those are trying to clear up the Revolpin, but those go down there. Does go in range to keep and throw some outposts. Anyways, now playing back there. Vegeta will manage to hold on, but the destroy value is quite similar, and as well as the armor value as well. More of the garrison commands being researched. Magenta does cancel some walls over there, going for a keep up here instead. Shiv is almost complete for the French player. And it looks like the French player is going to be eyeing for a bit of trade. And this is going to be some pretty good trade. Bit of trees in the way. But likely will go around here. And then all the way down there. Needs to be very careful of this trade path. But it will be very lucrative. I'm guessing 80 gold. Maybe even 85 gold. Per trip. So that's my range of guessing, 80 to 85. Overlords pushing forward, does get intercepted by the Royal Knights and does get forced back. A couple of the French culverins are falling back, or the House of Lancaster culverins falling back. Overlords charging way forward. Got the number of Hank Cannons now followed by the House of Lancaster as well. The French archers will be attacking them, taking those damage to light gunpowder. Overlords taking some damage here from these archers. But some of these guys take some damage here. Royal Knights trying to connect the Hoblars. Spearmen trying to accept those Royal Knights. Archers and cannoneers firing from the background. Doesn't appear to be circulating gunpowder just yet. Royal Knights engaging those spearmen. Cannoneers just firing away though. Here's some traders. 96 gold. Okay, I was way off. It does exponentially increase, so every little bit of distance does matter. And red does spot those traders there. It's a very lucrative trade, but they will go all the way out there. You could try putting some walls to help try to corral it to one side or another, which would probably be worth it. Forward, got some, this keeps taking a bit of being there. Culverins getting repaired on top. French can't try to stop it. Knights just get some hits there. Some Knights managed to connect. Archers firing away. Keep sails on fire. The French player has plenty of stone for repairs for tankering. And looks like the cannon will go down there. Archers engaging all those forces. Villagers are working to repair the one of those culverins, but does get killed off there. Keep taking some damage, but Keep will likely go down to the next shot. It does go down with that shot there. Archers still firing away from back line. Imagine that has stopped production of those traders, which is a good idea. Keep those go down there, expose a nice soft interior, some juicy villagers to eat. There's stone there. Now those villagers will not be picked off. The gold are still remaining here, so those villagers will probably just migrate down there. Horsemen trying to intercept more of these villagers as well as other siege weapons. Right now it's two culverins, both right there, going for incendiary arrows now. Horsemen now falling back, a circling gunpowder now being researched by the French player. Excuse me. Elite Knights or Elite Horsemen now researched by the French. French player has a mix of resources. The House of Lancaster does have quite a bit of wood, sort of, and a decent amount of food. Has a nice mix of resources, a better mix. Hoblars push forward. Red has a much higher army value, and Red has a higher destroyed value as well at the moment. Villagers getting intercepted as well. The French player does have more villagers than his opponent. So got more garrison commands being pulled on the field. Very nice. Still just regular Earl's Guard, no elite Earl's Guards just yet. But right now they're being very cost effective. That garrison command is effectively what, 6 or no, effectively 9 barracks at 50% discount, which is pretty good. Granted, it's mostly just spearmen. In this case, very useful against all the Royal Knights, and will be countered by the archers, but he has a good number of holders to help that out. As Lancaster pretty much continues to reserve resources. And here's with the guild hall though. Yeoman getting some good damage on in. Got a good number of Royal Knights in the field right now. No, this side's gonna need Mangonels to counter the Archer force. Royal Knights now breaking on through as well. Their high quality is able to really break on through. Of course, got some culverins here, quick being intercepted as well. Royal Knights falling back. Nice precision shot there, got some good damage. Now the merchant guild is being researched. Traders have been retested this line there. The other side was just way too greedy. 76 gold is still quite adequate. Plus he will get some gold, additional gold generation here. Oh, do you have to keep your interceptor? Does not get fully built. And the villagers will be picked on off. Overlords engaging some of these traders as well. Over here we do have now the Royal Knights Treasury Forward. It should be there for health regen. Overlords also running with them. Extra defense arrows from these manors will be quite helpful. Knights gain some damage here. We'll find some spearmen and hobblers. Up north we do have a good number of forces pushing forward. The guild hall right now has been recently withdrawn. I'm not sure by how much. I've seen there's 3,000 gold in the French bank. Probably around 3,000 gold was withdrawn. Which will definitely finance the French's deployment of these Royal Knights among other gold-based assets for quite some time. Right now the French players having trouble with food, which is a bit of a problem. Humba down south still can be obtained, so nearly 2,000 food there. That would be worth to claim it if the French players having trouble with some food collection. Apply to task some of these new villages nearby. The French players also does have a small reserve of wood, and now it's going to get a reserve of food. Also, Lancaster player has a nice mix of all resources still. Nice bit of chivalry there for some health regen. More of the garrison commands deployed in the field. Very nice. Agendas for keep here will be destroyed. Those trying to repair it up now. Archers will use it for a bit of cover. Hobo's trying to rotate around, hit it. And the keep will be torched down. Royal Knights engaging. Hobo is taking some damage there. And we'll be falling back. Of course, got the red palace here. Other stuff being just cleaned on up. Agenda's now contacting up here. Does find some of these spearmen. Spearmen will start going on down. There's a precision shot there. Does connect to a decent amount. Spearmen now connecting some of the archers. Royal Knights going to use that as cover to advance in the spearmen. So we're going to take another count of Royal Knights, but they're high enough quality they can punch through on 1v1. Archers, of course, good versus spearmen in general. Up north, it looks like these traders getting hit. You have a keep here to help protect these. Multiple keeps in this region. Some of these villagers are starting to go down as well. French player has all upgrades, and they increase range damage to help with the defensive arrows of these units as well. Elite hobos right now have 10 range armor, which is quite significant. Knights push way forward. We'll find, of course, the siege workshop. White Tower firing away. Yeoman does get some decent damage there on some of those Royal Knights. They can just fall back, get some Shively going for health regen. They're actually pretty wounded. Multiple garrison commands now being queued on up. Very nice. And the House of Lancaster player has some resources stockpiled up. Low as wood. French player has consumed that gold reserve. And there's still some gold. That's 12 gold left there. We do have, okay, that's just only about 400. Here's the last notable gold deposit. It has 1,500 remaining. So both sides need to start claiming it. Of course, the traders are providing some gold, and of course the manors as well. But the traders are getting hit. They're taking a pretty bad trade path there. Some basic walls about the gates would be quite handy to help them go the more safer direction, which is a bit of a problem right now. This bad pathing is causing some issues. Magenta's losing a good number of traders. We got now these spearmen push right forward as well. We'll start hitting some of these traders and villagers. But Magenta has these Royal Knights in this region. He's going for all the housing. Royal Knights engaged by some spearmen in some urbanized area. This place is going for a Royal Cannon. And these Royal Knights are starting to fall back there, and these guys are falling back as well. Up here, do you have now these archers engaging? A number of French archers now engaging. Hoblar is intercepting. Royal Knights now advancing for a counterattack. And Magenta's monster did go down, so he's not going to need gold from that, from those relics. This actually is a bit of a problem. He does need the gold there. He needs to start getting some horsemen queued on up right now as well. Horsemen would be perfectly fine versus those yeomen, either way. Of course, it won't be great because of the spearmen. And now there are Royal Knights. And the Elite Spearmen don't have the Billman upgrade just yet either. Battery ramps now being brought on forward. Does bring them on backwards. Good number of spearmen there. House of Lancaster is going for more garrison commands. No more yeomen. Going for more spearmen, hoblers. Royal Knights do connect with some of these batting rams. Does take them out there. Quite a bit of health regen here. Both sides setting on up for another big engagement. This may be the last big engagement. Though both sides have some resources to work with. The French player has more resources to work with, but the English player has better of a counter army. And of course, Magenta has the higher brute force, has about 5,000 additional value on Magenta's side as well. This fight can go either way. Precision shot gets a decent hit there. We also got some Kincaid's in the back line for red. Looks like Magenta's high quality maybe breaking through. Got some Phobos engaging over here. Royal Knights coming for a nice little flank in the Yeoman. Looks like Magenta's high quality will break on through. More Yeomen being pulled on the field. More Hobos, Spearmen, and Yeomen. More garrison commands as well. No additional Cannoneers. The House of Lancaster does have a nice mix of resources still. Hobos being pursued. But of course, we've got the various defensive emplacements from the structures. Does have the battery rams there, saves the key quite handily. And cares about the guild hall, which has nearly 4,000 gold. The French player needs to withdraw from it soon. He has a nice queue of French knights So he can maintain max population for a bit of time, but next big engagement he will not. I say withdraw from the guild hall and just queue up with all, that'd be 4,000 gold, 5,000 food, which seems like a good ratio for the Royal Knights. I'll probably queue up 40 of them. Keep those down there. Red's falling back now. Up north got the Ram going on down. House of Lancaster players falling on back. Couple archers forward, archers engaging the back line. And these hoboes take about 3 damage per shot from the French archers. And the House of Lancaster players lacking spearmen right now. It has a large number of garrison commands in the field, but lacking some spearmen in this region. Precision shot there hits some Royal Knights. Royal Knights over here as well. Can you supply some spearmen as well as more yeomen? Looks like the gold has withdrawn from the guild hall. So the French player has plenty of economy to keep his economy going. The House of Lancaster is scraping bottom barrel right now. Still actually some gold in the map of both sides are playing. 1,500 is a decent amount. I mentioned this only picked up one of those relics. He probably has a monk in the back line. He needs to start to take time to micro, which is a little bit difficult to take time to micro it right now. Royal Knights trying to break on through it once again. The French player is out of wood, has plenty of gold, and I don't think he has elite mana arms available, nor elite arm tactics, but mana arms may not be half bad at the moment. Red does go ahead and resign. This Angry saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. And my apologies everyone, my lack of sleep right now, I'm having trouble staying awake right now, so that's going to be my last replay tonight. So everyone, thank you for watching, have a good evening, get some good rest.